And here we have the critical illness option that you have available for your benefits.
All right, on critical illness, I kind of started out the deck earlier with talking about this, and there's still something relatively new that you may or may not have seen before, so I want to go over this in a little bit more detail with you. It is a lump sum purchase product, and it can be customized quite highly. So under this particular plan, option A and option B are really given to you for illustrative purposes. So $25,000 is a lump sum for option A, or $50,000 under option B. Those numbers can actually vary, so if this product is of interest to you, when the benefit counselor is speaking with you during the enrollment process, they can vary the amounts of the critical illness coverage from $5,000 all the way up to $75,000 in $1,000 increments, so highly customizable. Now, if you look at the plan in the way it's structured, again, it's a lump sum benefit, and you'll notice heart attack, stroke, major organ failure, kidney failure, permanent paralysis due to an accident, coma, blindness, occupational HIV or hepatitis are all considered 100% triggers. And what that means is, let's say that I have option A and I purchased $25,000 worth of benefit. Well, if I suffer a heart attack, then the company would write me a check for $25,000. Now, obviously it's got to be a real heart attack. So it can't be that I had some bad food the night before. We are going to check it out, right? And they're going to make sure that you actually had the heart attack. But in that event, they'll pay $25,000 to you. Now, the product also carries what's called a subsequent diagnosis benefit. And what that means is, let's say that I had that heart attack, and I recover from that. I'm paid my $25,000, but I don't really take care of myself that well. So 6 months or 6 years later, I suffer a secondary heart attack. In that event, the company would pay 25% of the face amount on the subsequent diagnosis. On the other hand, under that same scenario, if I had the heart attack and I really didn't take care of myself, and 6 months or 6 years later, I suffer a stroke or another major organ failure, then we would pay the full benefit under that second trigger. So in this scenario, another $25,000 for the stroke or major organ failure. The combined benefit in the policy is 3 times the face amount of what you've purchased. You'll also notice that a health screening benefit exists on this plan design as well. It operates the same way as the one on the hospital confinement policy. And you'll notice that coronary artery disease or carcinoma in situ are payable at 25% under this particular plan design. The benefit for this is payable to you on a tax-free basis as a lump sum. And again, just like the other products, it's not designed to take the place of major medical. But what it's designed to do is, if you consider what may occur in the event of a major heart attack or stroke or an organ failure, you may have need for some additional dollars as a lump sum to get you through that, whether it be to take the place of some income if you're not able to work anymore, or whether it be to maybe make modifications to your home or whatnot, things of that nature that are not picked up by major medical, but things that you would have to come out of pocket for in order to continue to live where you're currently living. So that's what this particular product is designed to do. Of course, on the next slide, we'll take a look at the premium structure. Okay, and the biweekly rates for the critical illness, you'll notice not only are they age banded, like the Medical Bridge product we looked at earlier, but this one also looks at tobacco use. So because of what it's covering, this one looks at tobacco versus non-tobacco in addition to age banding. Having said that, just like the Medical Bridge product, even though it's age banded on the front end, the premium does not increase with age. So it is a product that you could sort of build depending upon your life stage now, even as an insurance portfolio sort of into retirement, and be able to carry that particular product out until the product would actually be in force until you had either canceled it yourself or in the event that you had actually exhausted the benefit in the product. So I said 3 times benefit, and of course, if you do actually trigger 3 times benefit, then the plan would end at that time. Okay, real quick before I get to the review slide here, we also have short-term disability as part of this particular product portfolio. So this is, at the present time, in the evolution of MyFitFoods benefits program, this is your opportunity for disability or income protection. It is a true own occupation definition, which means that if you can't perform the duties that you do, if you can't do what you do, after the elimination period has clocked off, then you would be on claim, and we would pay whatever benefit that you purchased, weekly amount of income, in other words, that you purchased, and would pay it until you either were certified ready to go back to work, or until benefits have been exhausted. So the benefit period that you picked has run through. So either 3, 6, 12, or 24 months worth of benefit. In addition to that, the benefits payable to you on short-term disability are tax-free. The premium that you pay has to be quoted. It's not a shelf rate like the other products. So if you're looking for paycheck protection, the benefit counselor would have to go through it with you on your session and actually quote it and customize it so that it meets your needs and also meets your ability, to pay the premium. But the premium would come out on a post-tax basis, not pre-tax. Also, incidentally, on the short-term disability, ladies, those of you, if you have short-term disability in place, and should you become pregnant, it will pay during maternity time and leave off. So the only thing I'll say there is that it does carry a 10-month waiting period on the benefits. So in other words, let's say that you were to sign up for disability coverage, and let's just assume that you have a January 1st effective date on that plan. And later in the year, a couple of months later, typically, we find out, and you find out, that you're with child. What will happen is, at the date of delivery, when you would normally go in to file a claim, the company will count backwards from the delivery date, and they're looking for 10 months. So as long as it falls outside of 10 months, then you would be eligible to file and be on claim. If not, in other words, if they find out or deem that you were actually with child prior to the effective date, then it would not pay benefits. So again, think of that 10-month waiting period on pregnancy, but it will cover pregnancy. Now to the review. What we've talked about: accident, hospital income, short-term disability, cancer, critical illness. These particular products are designed to pay in addition to other insurance. Having said that, they also pay regardless of whether you have insurance. So for those of you who may be covered under a spousal plan for medical insurance, or maybe just aren't on the plan for whatever reason for MyFitFoods, and you elect and want one of these supplemental products, you can. They're not contingent upon the other components, parts of the benefit package. They're designed to pay dollars directly to you. I think that's important because medical insurance pays the provider, but depending upon what you're going through, what if you're the one that needs the money at that particular point in time? We all know that we've got to pay the provider sometime, but depending upon what type of situation that you're going through, you might actually need those funds to pay rent, to pay mortgage, to buy food, whatever the case may be. So those benefits are paid directly to you, and you decide what you do with those dollars. Pre-tax, most of what we talked about other than critical illness and disability, those premiums will be taken pre-tax. They're guaranteed renewable, and the plans are completely portable. If you leave again the company for any reason, you can elect, if you so choose to take the supplemental benefits with you. The core benefits remain behind, but these products you can take with you. And the premiums remain the same. The only thing that changes is that you would pay for the premium directly as opposed to going through a payroll deduction. Okay, we put a lot of information out there for you, and you're probably really tired of hearing me and hearing us talk at you right about now. But we wanted to try to do our best to educate you and to really take a few minutes on a product-by-product basis to give you an idea of how they work and what the cost factors are should you decide to enroll in some of them. Now, next steps would be to go through the different benefit outlines to make your decisions in terms of, is it medical insurance and dental and vision and supplemental, and what am I looking for, what am I interested in enrolling in. Filling out, downloading the application forms for medical, for dental, and for vision, filling those forms out. And remember, on the dental, if you're going DHMO, you need to pick a provider, so going to the website and taking a look at that, recording your elections there. Make sure to sign and date all the applications that you have. And in addition to that, if you are going to not elect, if you're going to waive because you're covered by some other form of insurance, or you're going to decline your availability for coverage, you still need to go and print out the forms for us, the applications, fill out the first part of those forms, which are your personal information, and then they'll have a section for you to check to waive or decline benefits, sign and date, and send those in as well. So whether you're electing or declining, the company and we still need those forms back from you. Contact information is on your screen there in terms of where to send those to, as well as throughout the site. On the Colonial supplemental products, within the forms section there is an election worksheet as well as an interest form. What you'll need to do there is print off the worksheet and check off the products that you're interested in, sign and date the interest form that goes with it, and send those back in to us as well. What we'll do then is forward that information to a licensed benefits counselor. They know these products backwards and forwards, and in particular on things like disability income and critical illness, where the product might need to be customized or quoted, they can do that with you online and via telephone, things of that nature, to get your elections taken. I hope you've enjoyed the presentation, if you will, and I hope that you guys have a great day, and just kudos again to MyFit Foods. I just want to give a plug for them real quick. They've done an outstanding job putting this program together for you. Jason and I have enjoyed working on it on your behalf, and we'll continue to do so and try to refine it as we go forward. But have a great day, and thank you.
On this slide, basically what you'll notice is this is pretty much a breakdown with a little bit more specific information on the coverages that we went over previously. And again, I'd just like to remind everybody that you have the capabilities of emailing our office at mff@jasonjimenezInsurance.com, or you can call our office at 713-270-0073. But again, this is pretty much a breakdown that we have over what we just went over. When you see this document on the download section, when you see the name Guardian is the provider that's going to give you everything that's in relations to your dental and the vision. And this is the actually application enrollment form for that specifically. So when you see it, please don't forget that there is one for medical, and then there's a separate one for dental and vision. We're currently working on doing an enrollment form that has one specifically for all products, dental, vision, medical, and supplemental products for your convenience, but at the present time they are separated out. Well, on behalf of Houston, Hamilton, and I, we want to take this opportunity to say thank you. Attached on this particular slide, you'll see the contact information where you can email me at jason@jasonjimenezInsurance.com. We are located on 59 in Gessner, right behind Channel 2 in Houston, Texas. Obviously, if you are in another state, then you can definitely contact our office directly at 713-270-0073. Or if it's anything with dental, vision, or supplementary questions, you can definitely contact our office and we'll try to answer the questions. But if not, you can definitely contact Houston at the information below. Well, thank you very much, and talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.